everyone, and welcome to the DevCast, a weekly Roblox podcast for all Roblox-related content and personal up-close interviews and conversations with some of your favorite Roblox creators. I am your host, Dev for Hire, and this is my co-host, Unix developer. Today we are here with Sketch, a Roblox YouTuber known for his comically hilarious yet intriguing Roblox playthrough videos, along with Minecraft and various other game titles. Everyone, welcome Sketch.
Woo!
Yeah, that was actually terrible, but it doesn't matter anyway. I'm just kidding. All right, so we were on a conversation about microphones. So,
Yeah, Uni's microphone, you know, it's pretty good for a 2-pound mic. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's impressive. You got real bang for your buck there.
Oh.
It's lasted a long time, so touch wood, it will last a little bit longer.
Well, Unix's stuff all runs on batteries. His keyboard runs on a battery. His mouse runs on a battery. I wouldn't be surprised if his microphone ran on a battery. So, and he's like,
all wireless.
yeah, he's like, Dev, I just can't. It's like my keyboard and its mouse is dying. And I'm like, but Unix, just get a wired keyboard. It's like it's not that hard.
Right.
It's like, but you don't understand. You could recharge things, and I'm just like, ugh, I just can't. It's terrible.
What if you want to carry your keyboard and play from like across the room on the other side, looking at it from
Precisely.
very far away? You bring your keyboard to the kitchen and then you play Minecraft while you're making a bagel.
Yeah.
Ingenious.
Minecraft playing a bagel. Well, what? Wait,
Yeah. Hey, dude, the future's here. Future's now.
you've played Minecraft in the kitchen.
You could if you
Well,
wanted.
You know, there's actually
Possible.
something interesting that I saw. You could actually play Minecraft on a fridge, I think. Like, there's like those fridge screens and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yes, like there's literal fridges with screens on them, and you can hook it up to anything.
Oh,
And I saw someone play Skyrim on it as well, so I'm sure you could play Minecraft.
that's awesome. Do you guys see the Xbox fridge?
Xbox
The
fridge.
Xbox fridge.
Oh,
the Xbox
yeah.
fridge got announced.
Wait.
It dropped at E3, baby. Let's go, Xbox fridge.
What, this E3
Gaming
or,
fridge.
or last
Yeah,
E3?
this E3. I feel like they I think they might have like teased it last year, but they actually made it like a real thing because everybody was making fun of the Xbox, how it looks like a mini fridge, and then they just leaned into it, dude. They were fearless. They were just like, yeah, you know what? We're making an Xbox fridge because you guys won't stop making fun of us. And I think that's the best thing companies can do. If they're
That's
getting made
awesome.
fun of for something, unless it's something terrible, lean into it. And
That
then
is
that'll be
awesome.
that'll be
Wow.
best.
Wow. Now technology is just like going wild. Like it's just going ham. Like just like it's like becoming evolutionary at this point. You know, like Elon Musk wants to put like a what's it called? Like a chip in our heads or something like that. And it could,
No, oh yeah, Neuralink.
yeah, Neuralink. Yeah, that was kind of cool. They did like a test with monkeys and all that type of stuff. So it's quite cool.
Yeah.
That was fascinating.
Neuralink is interesting, like, because I read somewhere that Neuralink has the power to like help
Yeah.
people who are paralyzed and stuff like walk again.
Yeah.
Which if that's true, that's amazing. But it's also terrifying. But if that's your only option,
Yeah.
then you know it might
take it.
save some lives.
I
Or at
think
least
it could
make
save
it-
a lot of lives. I mean,
Yeah,
just
it could
imagine
do a
implementing
lot.
Neuralink with Roblox. That'd be interesting. And you actually play Roblox
my
with your
God.
brain.
Is that taking it too far? Is that taking technology too far? I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, why not?
I mean, hey, play
want-
telepathic Roblox. That sounds like a good video idea.
Yeah, that would actually be quite interesting.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get Neuralink, and I'm gonna be the first Roblox Neuralink YouTuber.
Well,
Yeah, it'll be
what?
great.
That'd be sick. That'd actually be great. That'd be awesome.
Yep. Yep.
Neuralink YouTubers.
coming.
I think it's a new
Stay
genre,
tuned.
yeah.
Subscribe.
That'd be great. Well, anyway, actually, let's just get on to the questions, shall we?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually had a couple of questions. Because I don't know if a lot of people actually know this, but what actually inspired you to actually start on YouTube and like start out the way you have? Like, what actually started this whole thing of Sketch? No.
Well, Sketch was my username a while ago on like Xbox and stuff, and I took it from an Halo 3 developer whose name was Sketch. He was the community manager, I believe, of like Halo 3, and I really liked that name, so I kind of stole it from him. Which is funny because he follows me on Twitter now, because I was like, oh,
Oh,
I stole
that's
your name.
awesome.
I stole your name when I was younger, and nobody believes me. And then he followed me. He's like, oh, us sketches got to stick together. I thought that was great. But yeah, ever since I was younger, I wanted to be a YouTuber. I watched people like MLG Hunt
Yeah.
when I was younger. They play Minecraft and stuff, and like Cool Dude, and I really fell in love with making videos and stuff. Even when I was like really, really little, I made like little Lego stop motion videos. I
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
didn't I didn't upload it anywhere. It was like on a camcorder. And, like every shot was in a different position because we were like holding it. It was stupid. But we did what we could with what we had, and yeah, I don't know. Just it goes back way when I was younger. Just wanted to create stuff, make videos, even live action stuff I did when I was a kid.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I used to play
Yeah.
with Lego all the time when I was a child. That was actually what I discovered. I actually played with Lego in I actually had a huge Lego pile, and I would just sit down on the floor and I would just play with Legos all
Yeah.
the time, and it was just
Yeah,
huge,
dude, I had a big box. I had
a
this huge
box.
box, and you just have to sift through it. It was giant. It was like I could when I was younger, like I could have fit in this box. That's how big it was. And we just dump it out on the floor and just build random things. Legos are great.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, you're a bit more
Right.
organized. I
I
literally
still
had a
got.
giant pile of Lego. Oh, there we go.
Okay, let's
Hey,
go.
let's
Let's
go.
go.
They
Woo!
win.
It's
Go.
They win.
in. That is great.
Star Wars,
I
nice.
love how you
Dude,
just.
They win.
Sorry,
I
yeah.
have Lego Star Wars. I have Lego Star Wars like the game, and
That's
because I have
great.
a
Oh,
game collection.
I played that one.
Oh, Lego
Yeah,
Star
Yeah,
Wars is great. I love playing Lego
dude,
Star
yeah.
Wars. That was awesome. Oh, I just love how you actually conveniently, Unix, you just conveniently just had it right there on the table. That's fantastic.
Dude, he's a fan.
It's on
This is
my
a true
shelf.
fan. Let's go.
Well, you need to put a
That's
shelf in
awesome.
the background, Unix, and then you could
Oh
put that on
yeah,
the shelf.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that'd be
There
great.
you go.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be
All
cool.
right.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Noted.
Well,
Yeah.
I wish I actually had my Lego lying around. I don't know if you guys still do, but my Lego was thrown out because my mom said I was too old for it. I actually feel like I have trauma from that day.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
no.
no way.
I
I think
actually
my
was
old
Never
so
too
Legos,
sad.
old for Lego.
my old Legos are at my parents' house still, but I think my niece and nephew play with them, which is cool.
Oh,
But uh, my friend is actually really into my friend that lives with me. He's really into Halo Lego sets because we
yeah.
just love Halo. We love it so much ever since we were younger. So he has like a bunch of those. He has like a Pelican and like Warthogs and
Hmm.
stuff. Love that. It's so cool.
Oh, that's great. That is awesome. Well, that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
How you actually stole a guy's actual name and then used it for your YouTube
Yeah.
channel. What?
Yeah, well, I went through a lot of different usernames. Like,
Oh.
the definitely my favorite era was like Sketch 2. That's when I was on Xbox, and then I
Oh,
changed it
yeah.
to like Spartan Omega 36 because again, I was just obsessed with Halo. And then I went down this weird rabbit hole of like changing my usernames. I
Yeah.
had this one username because back in the day they used to charge you Microsoft points to change your Xbox Live username.
Yeah.
So I'd spend like a bunch of money changing my username. I changed it to like Silly Wizard, and I hated it. It was such a stupid name. All my friends were like, "Why'd you change your username to that?" I was like, "I don't know. I thought it would be cool, but it wasn't. It was a bad idea." But yeah, I have a lot of different usernames over the years.
Well, I only had one, and it was like it was like hand. It's kind of a mixture of my original name, but it was Hand Simmeray 1 or just Hand Simmeray. Like it was terrible. And then I also had Monster Man. Actually, I think my mom created this one. I don't know. Like I can't even remember, but it just sounds so bad. I would assume my mom created it or something when I just like started out. It was
Monster Man.
Yeah, it's literally Monster Man 311. Like a not 911. But yeah, 311. It was just yeah, it was actually quite weird. But yeah, I was like nah. And then I eventually just got so. I eventually shifted to the name Dev for Hire because one time I was actually just so desperate for work, and ironically, I haven't been hired ever since. So,
Oh no!
ever since I named
It's a curse.
you're like, your name's Dev for Hire. Surely you've been hired before, and I'm like, not actually, no. Because ever since I changed my name to Dev for Hire, I've been just getting DMs. Pretty much, I think still to this day, I've been getting DMs to this day, asking, "Hey, are you hireable? Can I hire you?" and all that type of stuff. And I'm like, "Shucks, I don't have
Literally
this all
how I
planned out."
messaged you.
Oh wait!
That's how we started
Oh.
talking. I said, "Are you actually a Dev for Hire?" That remember?
Oh no! You see,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, yeah.
That's fantastic.
I can't believe I'm one of those guys. One of
That's
those. I fell
fantastic.
in that category.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I'm just a giant fishing net for people in a way. In a way, like it's kind of weird, you know.
Hey, if it's stuck, it's stuck.
If it
I
sticks, it
guess
sticks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually enjoy my username, and I think I'll keep it on quite a long time. So.
Yeah, nice.
Well, all right. I also wanted to ask, what is actually, speaking of development and all that type of stuff, what has actually shifted you towards development apart from being a YouTuber? Because we were actually supposed to be working on a certain project of all that type of stuff, but I actually fell a bit of under some hard times. I've had some family issues recently and all that type of stuff, but most of all that's all sorted out now. But you came to me in a way and you were like, bro, let's make this epic game, bro. And I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
let's do it. And then and that's how it kind of started. And then but what's actually what has piqued your interest in having to now go towards development apart being from a YouTuber? What has driven you to that?
Well, I don't think I've ever talked about the project at all ever, but that's okay. We could definitely talk about it.
Yeah.
I won't give away too many details, but
You
basically,
don't have to.
me wanting to create a game has stretches back so long.
Oh.
Like even me and my brother too. Like
Yeah.
there was times in high school because we were in computer information systems, which we called CIS, and we basically we'd like make websites and we'd make like different programs and stuff. So since we had that foundation, we really wanted to make something. We tried to make like this archery game when we were in high school, and then there was this other game that was going to be basically exactly what Wild West is. It was just going to be Red Dead on Roblox, and I'm actually so glad we didn't end up making it because there's no way it would have competed with Ty Ridge's Wild West.
Amazing.
Dude, he's so good, and I love the game. It's so good.
We just was it. Yeah, that game is fantastic.
It's amazing. It's such a good game. It's like one of my favorite Roblox games, and so yeah, we wanted to make something for a while, and I feel like this is one of the times where we've gotten the farthest we ever have, and it's still nowhere near to being done, which is why I don't want to talk about it too much because what if one day I just end up stop working on it? But yeah, I don't know. We just have wanted to make something for so long, and it's kind of the project we're working on now is just kind of a fan. It's mostly a fan project, a fan because we just the game, the type of game it is. We are just in love with those type of games. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, open world games can be absolutely just so immersive and so enjoyable. I absolutely love open world games, specifically survival though. Just like anything where you have to gather resources and then like protect your own base and stuff like that, and you can play with friends and stuff like that. It's something so breathtaking about it, and traveling to all these different places and locations. I just wish Roblox's engine was a bit more sophisticated in terms of render distance and all that type of stuff. We can't really have it all. I've already made a game that's like low poly, and every time I zoom too far out of the map, I crash. So,
no,
and that's low poly. It's not even it's not even high poly or anything. I'm like, what? So
yeah, Roblox has a ways to go. I feel like they've been doing all right, but there is a lot of things that could be made on the engine if it was able to handle certain things. But yeah, hopefully in the future they update it and we can make some really cool stuff.
So, well, considering that you've had development on your eyes for such a long time, you must have. Did you go into YouTube first and then discover Roblox Studio, or did you always know Roblox Studio before you even started YouTube?
So I didn't really get back into Roblox until I joined the pals and until I started making videos with them. I did play Roblox a little bit when I was younger, and during that time there was a point where I was so young, so obviously I don't know how to program. I had never been introduced to programming at this point, and I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just adding random models into like a Roblox place when I was younger. So that was like, I guess, my initial impression for Roblox Studio. If it was even called Roblox Studio back then, I have no idea. All I remember is I made some map, and it was like medieval times and stuff, which is funny because it's very similar to the project we're making now, except now, I'm an adult. I can actually do the things that I wanted to when I was younger instead of just like throwing random free models into a place and stuff. But yeah, I guess I guess I didn't really get into Roblox Studio until after YouTube started. But because I don't really count the like when I was younger, I was just me being a silly little kid throwing stuff in there.
Oh man. Well, you know, you kind of also remind me of when I used to when I started out on development. I don't know about you, Unix, but I got to a point where I tried to challenge myself to make the most simplest game ever. And one time I literally just said I made a waiting simulator. I just just it's waiting simulator 20 a waiting simulator 2017. There was this one guy's waiting simulator that absolutely blew up, and I was like, whoa. And this guy like inspired me, and I was like, whoa, this guy made a waiting simulator, and I was like, bro, and my mind was just blown. I was like, I got to do this. And when I did it, I mean, I guess I made a fair amount of money, but it was like a drop in the water. Like it was tiny. Like yeah, like I got like a 35 Robux like purchase maybe like once a month later or something. And I'm like, oh, someone actually bought that. Like, yeah, it was quite interesting.
I did the opposite. You were going for waiting simulators.
Yeah, Unix was thinking big, I think. He was going big brain. Big brain.
Big is it. When I started in 2012.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, you actually planned to make a game.
Yeah, I planned to make a game, but more on really. No idea what I'm doing. I was just going around in circles. I got a lot of help from a load of people, which in the future, if they're still alive on the platform, I might.
Oh.
They taught me a lot about the studio, and that's where I lifted off. I think that was in 2014. That was making an airport. Yeah, the airport. I mean, it wasn't really that nice, but it was functional.
I think we all have some strange like projects that we just probably just did and then just forgot all over the years. We all got like this like strange, wacky stuff. Like all these crazy ideas, because when you're a child, you have a very short attention span. So you kind of just like hop onto the other project after the other, and you just can't really focus on one single thing. It's just like it's almost impossible, and you don't even notice it until you've wasted like 3 years of your life, and you haven't even focused on a single project. And I feel like that's one of the biggest issues, in terms of young people when they start out on the platform and all that. Yeah, with games, they don't ever get to one specific thing. Only years later, of course.
Dude, yeah, absolutely. Like when I was younger, when I had a different channel before Sketch, it was a lot edgier. But I had like mild success on that channel. Like I'd post videos, and it was just on random games. It was just like a variety gaming channel, and I would get like a couple thousand views on that channel. But eventually, I was working on it one day, and I was just like, why am I doing this? I was like, it's not really. It didn't seem like it was working at the time. So I was like, why am I doing this? This is dumb. And I stopped doing it. Had I continued, who knows where I'd be?
You wouldn't be a Sketch, I guess. Maybe.
I guess I wouldn't be Sketch. Maybe it was for the best. But at the same time, I definitely had a foundation there that I didn't appreciate. And I guess I was too all over the place, like you were talking about. I had too many different ideas, like, I'm going to do these type of videos. I'm going to do these type of videos. And every single time I had that idea, I would make like a new account, a new channel. And so, I didn't really stick around. Had I stuck around, maybe it would have turned out a little bit cooler. Who knew? Who knows?
Probably, yeah. All right. Well, in terms of like speaking, talking about games, I actually looked around on some stuff, and it turns out that you have a Mad City Easter egg. Could you actually kind of elaborate what that's all about? I'm quite interested.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. I used to play Mad City all the time. There was a point in I think 2019 where I was playing Mad City on my channel like a couple days a week. Like 3 out of the 5 videos I'd post, or 3 out of the 7 would be freaking Mad City videos. So there was the dev. I was also became pretty close friends with the devs and stuff. And there was a point where they put a billboard of me in the map, and that was really cool. And then after a while, I was like, there isn't a whole lot of new things in Mad City. I'm gonna take a break from it. So there was a point where I didn't play it that much, and I still haven't played it in a while. But there was just one of the Mad City devs decided to, after so long of me not playing it, they decided to put like random Sketch Easter eggs around the map. and that was enough for me to come back and play it again. I was like, all right, they threw me all around this map. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and make a video at least just about this. So yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that's the story.
Oh, that's great. Well, like,
Hmm.
you must have, because, well, I mean, how long did you actually, how long did you make videos on Mad City for? It must have been quite a while if you
It
actually.
was like a year and a half
Whoa.
straight, like a
I did
lot of
Mad
Mad City
City.
videos.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I think I
yeah,
would
it
go
was a lot.
mad. I think I would go crazy. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just one single game. Well, I mean, some people actually dedicate their whole lives to a game. Like all these.
yeah. Like it was kind of like I was trying to make Mad City my jailbreak
Ah, that's
for like, because
awesome.
there's like those
That's
jailbreak
sick.
YouTubers. And
Yeah.
for some reason I had this affinity towards Mad City, but not Jailbreak, and I was like a
Hmm.
Jailbreak hater for a little while. I was kind of mean
Ah,
to the devs too, and I feel bad about it because honestly they
yeah.
probably fine people, but I was like I
I
was just on the Jailbreak hate train, so I stuck with Mad City for
I
a while.
see. I see. Well, like
But
over time, things change and we all just like shift on and move on. I think we all
yeah,
eventually learn that you can't stick to something forever. And it
absolutely.
does get quite like tedious, and sometimes if you stick to something too long, it actually like destroys you inside. Yet actually sometimes
Hmm.
it like destroys your mental health completely. And then you just
Yeah.
can't really focus on what you want to do moving on in the future because you don't know anything else from what you actually were focused on, focusing on previously. So that's quite
Yeah,
interesting. But
it's
yeah.
definitely a problem that happens quite often on YouTube. People get like kind of comfortable in a spot. It's happened to me numerous
Mm,
times. There's plenty of times where my channel just like dips because I'm doing the same type of thing over and
yeah.
over again, and I don't know where to go from there. I think it's something a lot of YouTubers and probably devs too will worry about. If you work so long on a project, on a game
Yeah.
or something, and maybe that game was doing good at one point, but it then slowly starts to like take a turn and you have to come up with something completely new, something else that people are going to be interested in, is definitely pretty tough.
Yeah. Well, I think a very good example of of recently of what's been happening is, like Dream. That Minecrafter guy. He literally
Yeah.
went as far as getting like a Harvard PhD, I don't know, type of scientist dude to like do his like mathematical calculations, and eventually he like cheated anyway. Like I feel like that's a really badly like unhealthy obsession. Like if I don't think you should be that dedicated to Minecraft. Like what? Like I kind of
Yeah,
uh,
he probably set like
yeah.
he probably set the bar for himself very high,
Yeah,
and
clearly, yeah.
to be able to be that consistent in
Yeah.
a game that is as random as Minecraft,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. At the end of the day, the whole dream situation, I feel like he was at the end of the day he was just making content for
Yeah.
entertainment purposes. If he had never attempted, or I don't even know if it was him that submitted like the speed runs or anything,
Yeah.
but if it had never gone as far as for him to like defend those videos, if he had
Yeah.
just been like, yeah, whatever, like they're not said anything, then he probably would have never been a problem. But because he made such a deal about like, oh, I didn't cheat, and then it came out later that he did. Now he just kind of looks like a liar, but I'm sure
Mm.
he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I just think it's also dangerous because he's at such a young age as well. So it's
Dude,
also
yeah,
a
I
lot of
couldn't
pressure.
imagine.
Yeah, at that age
Could
as
not
well.
imagine.
That's
Like,
very stressful.
geez, like all the Minecraft kids, they're so young, and
Mm.
they're being forced into I guess not forced. They
Not
they
forced,
they
but
they went out of their way to do it, but they're being thrusted into this life of with so many eyes on them.
yeah,
The Tommy Innits,
yeah, all that
all
type of
those
stuff.
boys.
Yeah,
And it must be a lot, dude. It must be a lot.
because I know it myself at a young age, I had this pressure to become this large YouTuber, or I know for a fact that peer pressure is there. Like you might not think of it very much when you're a little bit older, but at a younger age, you do kind of feel like I need to be successful at a very young age, and you kind of
Hmm.
you kind of swirl into this dark void of just depression and sadness sometimes because you don't know how to start or where to start, or even if you do get advice, you don't even believe in yourself that you could do it right, in a way, if that makes sense. And it happened to a
Yeah,
lot
there's
of
a
people.
on the internet, everybody. I mean, I feel like a lot of people they try to post like the absolute best version of themselves, and people can look at that and be like, "Dang, they got all this. They did all this at this age, and I'm older, or I'm almost the same age as them, and they're so much further than me." And
Yeah.
it's not healthy to do that because everybody's in a different spot. Everybody has their time at a different moment. So yeah, it's
All right. Well,
it's
actually,
hard.
there's actually two more questions I just want to get through. One's actually quite small, actually.
Okay.
There was actually I don't know. I just saw this. Saw this, and I just thought, okay, well, this is interesting. There was actually a small little green dinosaur in your character, and now it's kind of gone.
Oh.
What
Oh
happened
yeah.
to that? What happened to the green dinosaur? What?
Oh, the green dinosaur.
No.
All right. Well,
No.
well, when I was in the pals, everybody kind of had like a mascot, right? Like some
Oh,
like Dennis had Sir Meows a lot, and Alex had the Galaxy puppy
I
and stuff.
see.
Sub had the robot. You know, everybody had their thing. So I I
All
was like,
right.
hey, dinosaur. I was like, dinosaurs are cool. So I guess
Right.
I was just like, yeah, I guess dinosaurs. I don't even remember if it was my idea. I was just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, I don't know. I can't pick a cat or a dog. Those are the
Yeah.
two most obvious things.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and
Green
I get,
dinosaur.
and then I had like Frank, which was like a shoulder dragon, which was kind of like an evolution of the green dinosaur.
That's sick.
And I had him talk, and it was kind of, I don't know. Eventually, it felt a little bit too kiddish for me. I was like, this
Yeah.
is kind of like baby stuff. So I kind of try to move away from that, just because it kind of felt like, okay, this is,
Yeah.
I'm not acting like myself,
I'm grown up sketch
pretending.
now.
Yeah, I'm pretending to like that a dinosaur, like I'm talking to like a dragon or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I felt like it was time to change it up a little
A
bit, and
little
I've
bit.
done that a
Yeah, I
couple
know.
of times.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're just gonna take a short break now. We'll
Okie
be with
dokie.
everyone back. Yeah. We'll see you guys in a bit. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we are back with sketch.
Hey.
All right. Anyway, let's actually move on to something that's quite interesting that I actually wanted to ask you about.
Hmm.
This was something that I just came across, which I thought was quite interesting. When I was doing a bit of research, it says that you were formerly a part of the Roblox Video Stars program, and I'm just thinking, okay, well, you were formerly a part of it. What happened to being in the actual Stars program? What actually happened? I was like, what?
Okay. So I wouldn't say I was like formally in the program.
Oh,
I would say that I was never in the program to begin with, but I also kind of was. And here's what happened. So there was a moment, or there was a point in time where I was changing my Roblox username a lot because instead of
oh,
making like a burner account, I just decided to do that instead because I like wasting Robux, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I did it. So I just kept changing my username. And so when they asked me in the STAR program what my username was, at the time it was Mojo Jojo because I thought that was funny. So I told them that's what my account name was, but then afterwards I changed my username back to SketchYT,
oh,
and because I had told them that my username was something else, now I don't have the star next to my name. But I still like they'll still send me all the star program stuff like to my house. Like we got snow globes at Christmas time and stuff like that. They always do that random
oh.
stuff. So I still get that stuff. I just don't have a star next to my name only because I changed my username too many times. And I feel like it's an easy fix. I could have fixed it at any point, but honestly, I just don't care enough to fix it. I still have a star code and everything.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, I don't know. Well, I get all the time. I get people in game being like, "Oh, you're fake. You don't have the star next to your name." It's like, dude, I never had the
Oh,
star. I never had the star next to my name ever. There was never a point where I did. So it's like that's why people think like I am in it. I am in it. I'm not in it. They think I used to be in it and now I'm not. So it's all over the place.
that's quite like I thought you like. I was like, geez, like did Sketch do something like bad, or did like they, like
Ooh,
did they get angry at him,
edgy.
or like? I was
Yeah,
like,
no,
whoa.
I really think it's just that. I mean, unless they did kick me out and I didn't know about it, but I'm pretty sure it's just that because that's what it's been forever.
Oh. Well, I'm glad that nothing like bad or serious happened, or
Yeah,
there was actually like a
yeah.
serious complication, because I was like, and I was like, whoa, okay, let's all right, okay, all right. And then one thing I actually also found interesting is that you were the person who actually started the Pals group. I actually thought that it was organized by someone else. I was like, what? Like I didn't
Well,
actually think it was you. I was like, I thought this was
I
started by
guess
Dennis or someone else. Quite
no,
interesting.
no, no. That's not really how it is. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
this is what happened. This is what happened. Many years ago, the Pals channel was a channel called Sub-Zero Exabyte, and
Ah.
there was a point where I was making Minecraft animations when I was younger, and I joined up with Sub because we had just been friends for a while. So we made a channel together called Sub and Sketch, and we posted Minecraft animations and stuff. So eventually, I stopped doing Minecraft animations, so I left that channel, started doing my own gameplay stuff on an old channel of mine.
Ah.
And then that channel that was Sub and Sketch eventually turned into the Pals channel. So if you go back on the Pals channel, you can see me and Sub's old animations from years ago, like 7 years ago or something like that. So I was not the person who created the Pals by no means. It was actually Sub who created the Pals. I had just
see.
originally the channel was just me and Sub, and then I left and came back after the transition had already been made. Where they went to Roblox and started doing gameplay videos on that channel. So that's actually what happened.
Well, then all the Wikipedia pages must be wrong then.
Yes,
Like
they're probably wrong. Yeah.
they really need to like fix their stuff, like because clearly,
Hey,
they don't know.
After
they're
the podcast,
yeah,
after the podcast goes out, they'll be able to fix it.
yeah,
They'll
they'll
know
actually be able
everything.
to fix it now. Yeah, probably clear up a lot of things. I was actually searching.
Yeah,
Like,
back straight.
yeah. Like I literally typed in "is Sketch" and then like "is Sketch" and then like on Google it's like it comes up and says "is Sketch dead? Does Sketch have
What?
kids?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "Who is actually googling this?" I was like,
No to both of those things.
no, yeah. Well, clearly
No,
you're here
no.
with us. So.
Yes, I'm alive.
Yeah, you're definitely alive for sure. I mean, this is not a voice act or anything. Just letting everyone know. Like this isn't like this isn't like
it might
actually
be.
like staged or anything. I don't know.
Maybe it
Unless,
is.
unless you're an imposter, kind of sus. Not gonna lie.
Oh, saucy.
Sussy.
Saucy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't imagine you're an imposter, but if you are, then we're gonna have to probably look back through the footage in this video. So.
I'm just doing a very good job of pretending to be Sketch.
Yeah, maybe you are just a really good job at pretending to be Sketch. Man, maybe
Yeah.
your voice is actually that on spot and anything. Hey, Unix, would you like to ask anything specifically? Or are we just gonna continue?
Wow, there's quite a few things
Okay.
Oh,
because
Alright.
you have. Well, I mean, we've gone through the beginning to now,
of
and how
course.
everything's gone forward, and I can see for years, just like we have, you've been wanting to do development and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, of course, even I, Dev, all keep our projects and things all secret.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
there's no point asking that question because
Yeah.
it's just going to lead it to a dead end.
Yeah.
So
Right.
if you could have a game
Yeah.
and make it. Now, I'm not going to go into any detail for security reasons of games,
Yes.
and many people who would love to copy that idea.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Would that actually satisfy you?
Making
make-
the game that I'm working on.
Like
Make
the
a
game of your
game.
dreams, or just any game, if you could make a game, and you had all the resources and everything. Would it satisfy?
Would it satisfy me? I definitely think I would feel happy after doing it if it was a game that people were having a lot of fun with and
Yeah.
had a consistent player base and stuff. I'd be happy with that. I'm not looking to definitely not looking to create a cash grab game, and definitely not looking to just push something out just to be like, hey, look, I have a game. That's why even the game we're working on right now might never come out, because I'd rather release something that's finished, something that I actually really like and care about, rather than just make it just to make it. So I think if I did have a game, I'd be pretty satisfied with my dev experience.
Oh, well, right then.
That's
I'd
just
hope
good.
so. I'd hope so, at least. If it went
great.
well. If it didn't, I'd feel sad, but I'd get over it.
That's
I'm sure.
normal.
Yeah.
Trust me, the amount of failures we've been through.
Yeah, man.
We've got
I'm
a
sure.
checklist. If we reach the floor,
Yeah. Well, there's actually one thing. I think a lot of people have actually been asking this. Because I think some people actually miss it. But are you I'm actually messing up my words here. Are you actually planning to ever start anything like the Pals up ever again, or is that kind of like a dead in the grave thing that's past you, or you're gonna move on with other ideas?
I don't think the Pals as it was will ever come back. that definitely does not mean that we're never going to make videos again. I even this week I have a recording session with Dennis and Alex.
Oh, right.
So we're still gonna collab, and we're obviously still friends. But like the pals channel as it was probably will never come back. And group channels, especially when they're like a democracy where everybody
yeah.
has like equal amount of say,
Yeah.
it sometimes it's hard to work with a bunch of people like that. But when it's everybody, like if I go on to Dennis's channel and I'm just there recording something for his video, like he has the creative freedom. He whatever he says is what's gonna happen. So I feel like when with creating content, it probably goes a lot better that way when there's one person who has the vision for whatever's happening, and then everybody else kind of follows their lead. So yeah, I guess the short answer is no, but it doesn't mean that we're not gonna make stuff like it in the future.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of room, for all different types of ideas in the future, and maybe something even better, bigger and better, than the pals could actually happen. But of course, that's time will tell. But there's no exact answer. Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's an interesting answer to all that. Anyway, actually, I also wanted to actually ask you one specific question. Do you actually invest in Roblox stocks?
Oh, baby. Oh, yes. Yes,
Oh, that's
of course.
great.
How can you not be invested in like the platform that you work on? That's how I look at it anyway. Just because
Oh,
like I don't know, I've been in Roblox for some years now, and I know it's not going anywhere. I know it
yeah.
had a big boost from the when the coronavirus happened and everything because everybody was stuck inside, and it has kind of come down since that big blow up. But I don't think this platform is going anywhere. I feel like every year that passes, there's more and more games that are better, and hopefully it continues that way. And I see it happening. So yeah, of course I'm invested. I think Roblox has a good future just based off how it's grown so steadily over the years.
Well, sometimes some people also just think, sometimes with the growth of Roblox as a platform, it just makes you
Yeah.
think like, I mean, some people, of course, are actually quite skeptical. They're like, this is kind of too good to be true. Where's all this investment coming from? It's like ridiculous. Within like the shortest period of time, Roblox has actually shot up to like $1 billion company. I remember being a developer, and you could be noticed by like a regular Roblox admin within just like really close to you. Like, I remember how easy it was to get in touch with people. Certainly with streams as well. There was like Twitch streams and stuff like that went on, and there were like small Roblox events and all that type of stuff. And it's just ridiculous how fast Roblox has skyrocketed upwards. And some people just get scared. Like, well, this sounds like it's too good to be true. Like, should I actually be putting my money on the line to like a very fresh, brand new company to the world of stocks as well, and all that type of stuff? So like, I'm just saying this personally because I actually know a couple of people who actually are scared about investing in stocks and don't want to gamble too much, including myself. I'm actually a little bit terrified with investing in stocks. I'm not like a stock expert or anything.
Yeah.
And I kind of do want to get into it, but at the same time, I'm seeing certain situations also happening with Roblox at the current moment, and I also just think to myself, this is actually a bit, is very scary to me. So, but it's quite interesting that you're quite confident. I'm actually quite, like. I mean,
Yeah.
I also am. I love Roblox, but I'm also
Yeah.
terrified at the same time.
Of course, of course. I'm not an expert by any means at all. Like for all I
Yeah,
know, the
yeah,
stock's coming down tomorrow and I'm losing my investment. I think the smartest thing that you can do with any stock, and it is not just Roblox, never put in any amount of money that you're not willing to lose. So yeah.
I guess
I
that's
have
a good tip.
some
Yeah.
I have some money in it, but I am aware that anything could happen. So yeah, but it is a bet. Like at the end of the day, investing in stocks, it's all bets. You're betting. You're
I
making a
agree.
gamble.
I
So
agree.
yeah.
I do stocks, but unfortunately, everyone's no shame on me now. Not in Roblox just yet.
Nah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah.
also not in Roblox either. Don't cancel me, please. Nah. I just. Yeah. It's actually all right. Well, that's quite interesting. That was interesting to know. Well, also, talking about Roblox and all that type of stuff. I was also thinking, what are your thoughts on Roblox security and that type of stuff? Because right now, almost on the daily, people's accounts are literally just being like absolutely shredded, just like obliterated, like off this planet. Like people's accounts are just being taken, phone numbers, like SD card type of methods are being used to hack people's accounts. Have you ever faced any like security issues?
Personally, I haven't, and I honestly I don't even know like where to begin with that. Uh, I don't know a whole lot about the people getting hacked and stuff. I think my best advice for anybody scared about getting hacked is make a longer password. But I don't even know if that's the problem. I don't know how these people are getting hacked. But yeah, I think Roblox should definitely do something about it if it's causing that many issues.
Yeah, like because I also hear that some people have got like millions and millions of Robux in these groups, and
Yeah.
sometimes they're actually innocent people. And what Roblox does is they come along and they lock your actual group, and they analyze it. And sometimes it could take up for like weeks, and then you have to wait and wait and wait. I actually there's actually one thing I noticed is like one of your groups is actually under inspection. I think like it's literally been
What,
locked.
mine?
Yes, I think
Oh,
you own it or something like that. I don't know if you look in your
oh
group.
no.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
know if
no.
it's I don't know if it's anything to do with copyright, but it's literally missing the logo. So I was like, oh, maybe you probably have some concerns or something that something's going on.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Oh,
That's
I just
not
brought your
good.
awareness to this. Oh shucks, no, no, you're
Yeah,
just like,
dude, I have no idea.
you're
I'm
like,
being
oh, oh,
sued.
oh gosh.
No.
Well, hopefully
Yeah,
you
I
don't
don't I
get
don't know,
sued.
but
That's not a good idea.
yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, I'm not sure what group that is. You should tell me after the
Yeah,
show.
I'll
I'm
let you know.
worried.
Yeah,
I'm worried now.
I was also kind of worried. I was like, shucks. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. Also, there's actually something quite interesting. There's actually there was actually like a little miniature war that happened somewhere along the line, where there was actually a war between Roblox YouTubers and Roblox developers, and there was a war,
Mm.
but for not all the reasons that you'd think. Apparently, so as you know, developers who make a certain X amount of money are delivered a certain package, of course, which is like a bag filled with goodies, and they get like a little
Yeah.
Bloxy cola and all that type of stuff. But I think
Hmm.
YouTubers get as well, right? Am I correct?
I don't think it's the exact thing, but
It's
it's
something
very
similar like
similar.
that.
They
Yeah.
send YouTubers a bunch of stuff kind of like that. Like I
Yeah.
said, when it was Christmas, they sent us like snow globes and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, it's pretty similar to that.
Yeah.
And
Well,
from my understanding, the devs have to like earn something astronomically crazy to even be considered for it, and I think that's where the outrage came from.
it was, I don't know, for some people it was quite interesting. Some people specifically stated that, well, Roblox is actually giving out the packages quite like earlier to actual like Roblox streamers and YouTubers, long before they even give it to the developers. And people are like, why can't they give it to the developers and the YouTubers at the same time? So people are like,
Yeah.
why is this even happening? So like, do you actually think that Roblox is like prioritizing, YouTubers over developers, or like either one of them being more prioritized than the other, or is it like,
I think that there might be a little bit of bias when it comes to favoring YouTubers, and the reason why I think that is because, well, this is just a guess because
yeah,
it really could be anything. Maybe it was just an accident for all we know because I
yeah,
don't know if Roblox has actually talked about it, but maybe they just sent it to the YouTubers so they could like make videos on it, like be like, hey, look what
uh,
Roblox sent
it
me.
makes sense, yeah,
But
yeah,
but at this
but
at the same time, I feel like if they're gonna send them out, they should probably just send everybody
at
at
the
the same
same
time.
time,
There's like, yeah,
yeah,
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Especially since like, I don't know, unless the devs have like a channel or something, they're not gonna be making content with it. Like it doesn't really make a whole lot of
yeah.
sense to me. Everybody should be treated equally. That's what I think.
Oh well, I was also just thinking the same. I just think it was, I don't know, either it's a coincidence or something's going on, or if there actually is a prioritization. But
Yeah.
in the end, yeah, I think we can all actually agree that
I
the pack
think
should
I
be
know
sent out
why.
equally.
Why?
I've got an opinion.
Why,
on it.
Unix?
Why,
Answer,
Unix?
please.
Right. I think the reason why, because YouTubers are easier. I mean, look at it. So you got the way Roblox work out. You've got DevX, and then you've got your game, and you've got the money, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then you got a massive data spreadsheet there, a huge spreadsheet. Now the YouTubers are easy because there's a fewer number of them, so they can easily get them on a spreadsheet and go bang, 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 bang.
Oh,
bang,
well, yeah,
done.
that's actually true in a way. I think
Yeah,
there's
there are
actually
a lot of
easier
dev-
YouTubers.
It is easier because you could just go bang, there you are. So then
I mean-
when you got a DevX, you got to like check and then get. And then
I
you gotta
was
get
looking
there
at the
and then
STAR program, and there was only like essentially only like 400 people or something, like 435 people. I'm probably wrong on the number, but something like that. And I think that makes sense, actually, in a way.
That could be the reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more easier to just send it out to them. I think there's a lot more developers than there actually are like
Yeah.
YouTubers. It's
Yeah.
definitely like a huge margin. Like it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe they did send them out at the same time. It just took longer to like get all the dev ones out
Yeah.
because of how many devs there were. It could be that too.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
that as well.
and they could be short-staffed, so maybe they just did the YouTubers first because get them out of the way, and then
Yeah.
they then slowly went through all that. Because knowing Roblox and their staff, as they must love me for saying, no company has enough staff.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, all right. Well, I think we should actually move on from this now. There's actually one thing I want to ask. Do you actually listen to any specific podcasts? You know, considering we're a Roblox-based podcast, do you actually listen to podcasts?
I actually don't listen to any podcasts. I have like tuned into some different podcasts, but
Oh.
no, I'm not really interested in any currently. But I mean, hey, they're fun. They're fun to listen to when I do get around to it, but just haven't lately.
Oh. Well, you know, it's just like... Well, wait, does this mean... Wait, is this the first time you've ever been on a podcast?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well, that's
yeah, this is
great.
my first time.
Oh, well,
yeah, my first time.
congratulations.
Woo!
Oh, my gosh.
brilliant.
Yeah,
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
Party
Celebration.
poppers
This is
come
the
out.
first time you've been on a podcast.
Yeah, this
That's
is
awesome.
exclusive, boys. This is an
Yeah.
exclusive interview again.
Might
Right?
as well put it behind a paywall. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, what?
Yeah,
That would
$10 to get in. You
Probably-
want to see sketch?
cost you a Gucci bag and all that. Yeah, cost you everything. That would be weird. Actually, no, I was actually just thinking, you know, there's actually recent Roblox events going on that have recently happening. There's one called In the Heights, and then there was a Gucci one. Do you actually have any particular thoughts in Roblox events and all that type of stuff? Like, are they actually enjoyable? Are they? I mean, what are your actual thoughts? Do you actually think? I mean, I wouldn't really know.
I think some of the Roblox events could be better, but I mean, a lot of them are like concerts and stuff, which I think are
Yeah.
pretty easy. I liked the Lil Nas X one. I thought that was
Oh,
fun.
that was a fantastic
especially
one. Yeah.
especially when everything went wrong and it was like T-posing and stuff.
And
That
then
was great.
Yeah, and then like the parts of his body weren't rendering, and you know you could literally
Oh,
see
yeah.
the eyeballs of
His
the character.
eyes, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
I mean,
fantastic.
definitely
Totally.
Roblox at its best. At its best. I didn't see the Gucci event, so I don't know much about that. I heard that there was just expensive Roblox items or something in there.
Well,
But,
you know, interestingly enough, Unix actually invested in one of these so-called limiteds that they released from this
Oh.
Gucci event, which is quite interesing. And he bought a bag, and I don't know. I think he'll explain it, but
I mean, yeah. Now I own a handbag. It's quite crazy, really.
congratulations. I mean,
Has the price gone up or down? It's a limited, right? So it fluctuates, right?
yeah,
It
definitely
fluctuated twice on one bag so far and one on the other, and it went in the direction I didn't want it to go.
Oh, okay, so
no.
bad.
No.
Oh no, no, not the
No.
limited.
Well, you
Hey,
know
it's
what?
just like stocks, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it
limiteds
can
exactly
go any way.
like
It's gambling.
What I like about limiteds though is you can buy them and there's literally no risk involved. All they do is fluctuate, increase and decrease. But if you actually invest in stocks and one of your companies like absolutely dips, you actually lose money. Like you actually have to get on there and just actually like, oh shucks, I need to sell or buy or whatever it
Yeah.
is. But limiteds, you could just literally buy a limited and well, over years it just either increases or decreases, and you either get
Yeah,
that luck,
you just
you know.
sit on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite interesting because all the limiteds and for this Gucci event mostly have gone down. Like they didn't people were
Yeesh.
expecting them to like skyrocket, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it was quite. I don't know. Do you actually have any limiteds? I don't know if you do. Actually, wow.
There was a point where I did. There was this guy. His name was his username was like Cotton something, and he was a fan of the channel. And he was like, I'm quitting Roblox because my other account got hacked and I don't want to play anymore. So he gave me like 800K or something crazy worth of limiteds.
That's insane.
And I was like, dude, what the heck? So I made a video out of it because I was like, this is crazy. This guy's literally giving me all this stuff. And I told him, I was like, if you ever come back to Roblox, just message me and I will send you all these limiteds back. Because like I didn't need them. There's no reason. He just was like, I really want to give them to you. I'm not playing Roblox anymore. So I was like, okay. And so he did it, and I had them for a while. But he did eventually come back, and he was like, yo, I'm back on Roblox. And I was like, hey, I got those limiteds if you still want them. And so I sent him back to him. So yeah, I did have him for a little bit, but I just held on to him for him, and I gave him back when he came back to Roblox.
Well, that's a heartwarming story. That's quite interesting. Well, yeah. I actually have quite a sad story one time. As a developer, one of my friends, I don't know, this was ages ago. I don't know if it was in I don't know what age. I don't know. I think 2017. Yeah, somewhere in that era. There's actually a guy who is leaving the platform. And he actually wanted me to make a funeral game for him. Like he wanted me to make it with his actual dead body and his corpse in the actual... I'm not kidding. And what I did was, I like, you know, with me and my development, of course, my development skills, of course, I made his body like shine and glisten, and like there was rays coming down. I'm not kidding. Beautiful, beautiful. And then I also put like sad piano music and stuff like that, and all his friends were like attending and stuff like that, and I was just like, from that meme, it's like, you know, the guy with the saluting and everything. It was great. Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah. And you just have like, I mean, I guess that's an experience, I guess, because it's not games anymore, it's an experience.
That's right. Funeral
experience, great.
The funeral experience, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a pretty terrible experience, but an experience nonetheless.
Yeah. Well, you know, in terms of, I think we should kind of also move away from Roblox in a bit. So actually, one thing I wanted to ask specifically is, what do you actually do in your free time? Like,
that's a good question. In my free time, I guess I just play other video games that aren't always Roblox.
Oh.
You know, stuff that the people on the channel probably wouldn't like all that much. There's a game I've got into recently called Chivalry 2. It's a medieval fighting game. I've been having a lot of fun with that. Awesome. And then of course the game project that, you know, me and my brother and our buddy Danny, we work on that like whenever we have
development.
A chance. Yeah. All that fun stuff. So I guess that's what I've been doing in my free time recently.
Oh, so like, do you have any specific like outside hobbies? Have you ever learned like skating, or do you know like?
Oh yeah. I skateboard sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I used to own a skateboard, and I probably touched it for like 2 months, and then I let it go. I was like, no, I can't skate. I can't skate. I cannot skate to save my life.
I'm not great at it. I can do an ollie. I can barely manage a kickflip, but you know, it's fun sometimes. Something to do.
Well, you know what's quite interesting is I know, you know, speaking of skating, like there's this one guy in particular, and I've known him for a while. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, and he's like Rubenson. I think his name is Rubenson, and he always posts like I don't know if it's him himself. I'm not exactly sure. But he's always doing like some like sick flips and stuff like that, and like the guy's literally awesome. Like that guy's literally awesome.
I didn't know Ruben skated. I don't know much about him, but obviously I've heard of him before.
That guy has got some mad skills. He is an absolute legend. I wouldn't be surprised if he literally pulled off like a mask and he was like Tony Hawk himself. Like he's like he's literally a legend. Like that guy is. I love the way when he skates and all that. It's like fantastic.
That's sick. I'll have to check out some of his skate vids.
Yeah, well, I think he posted on Twitter, but most of the time he just posts like these comedy type videos and that type of stuff. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know any instruments? Like.
I when I was younger, I very briefly played the guitar. I can kind of play piano sometimes, and I can also kind of play the ukulele. But besides those, not a whole lot of instruments. I played the recorder when I was in 4th grade.
I think
hell yeah.
I think we all know that. I think we all know how to play the recorder. We were forced to do it. It was like child slave labor. It was terrible.
It was, and it seems like we've got 3 parts of the places in the world, and we've all done the same.
Then we've all done the same thing. Literally from Africa to the UK to the US. It doesn't matter what country you've been in. Almost everyone has played a ukulele, a recorder,
Yeah,
a recorder,
dude.
yeah.
For some reason, it's like the standard.
It's like the
every
standard
school
you
system.
Must, yeah, it's like I don't know who actually implemented that, but I don't know what they're on, but like that was what like everyone must
The
know.
recorder isn't even that good.
It
doesn't
isn't
sound
even that
good.
No, it's actually terrible. I mean,
It sounds pretty bad.
Everyone in class just sounded terrible, and it would always make the teacher angry, and the teacher was always angry.
I found out why.
Why?
I think it's the most cheapest instrument.
Oh yeah.
There.
That makes
Oh
sense.
wow!
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, it is plastic. I mean,
Yep.
it's literally. Oh, that's hilarious.
And it's not that hard because you only have 5 holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only
that's
like
true.
yeah, it's not even that hard. I mean, well,
So
yeah, I was terrible. I was never good at it. I was terrible.
Yeah,
I leveled up. I was actually quite good at it. I got good at
Really?
that, and I leveled up, and I got like a wooden pick in it.
Oh, that's
and
great.
It's quite long. I was quite good at that, and then I lost all interest, and I was like, sod that. I look like an idiot. And I ditched it.
Oh, well, the only instrument I think I ever really played very well was the marimbas. I think that's the only instrument
What
I really...
is that? What the heck is a marimbas?
You know that the intro to that. I think that's I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but I think yeah, you could play that type. I think it's Under the Sea type of. I don't know. We played that type of song with the marimbas. It's like a giant wooden. It's like I don't know. It's got like giant wooden things, and you get like these little drum things, and you kind of like I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's a very strange instrument.
I see.
Alright.
I see.
Well, actually, also wanted to ask, like, do you actually happen to have any pets or anything? Because I don't know, like, do you have a dog or a cat or? Oh,
I do. I have a cat. Her name is
cat.
her name is Rudy.
Oh, that's sweet.
And my roommate has a dog, so he kind of like by extension, I get to pet the dog. But
Oh, that's great.
but yeah, I have a cat. She likes to poop and pee on everything.
Oh.
It's really great.
Well, that's no surprise. I mean, cats are usually...
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Unix has a cat, and that cat is kind of crazy. It just goes all over the
She
place.
is gorgeous. She is the opposite to what I'm hearing today. I mean, she literally sits and sleeps next to me. So
Yeah, it sounds different.
Very different, yeah.
Yeah.
she sounds like everyone's ideal dog. The difference is you don't have to walk the dog.
Yeah.
Cat, in
Yeah.
other words.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't have to walk. You just sit there. I mean, like, there you go. Let them out, and then just hope they don't catch a mouse. And touch wood, you'll be fine.
Yep.
Oh.
That's how you do it.
And, well, I have like 4 dogs, so I think I've... Actually,
Four
no.
dogs.
Actually, no.
dogs.
Trust me, I used to have 8, so... Yeah,
What?
I'm not kidding you. We used to have like a total of 8 dogs, like at one point. But of course, over generations, they passed away, slowly over time. But like, I've been so tired of dogs ever since. Like, I absolutely love animals. They're sweet. But when you own up to like that amount of dogs throughout your lifetime, you kind of
Jeez, yeah, dude.
yeah, you kind of get depressed. Like,
Yeah.
like dogs and animals are supposed to make you happy, but you shouldn't have so many that it actually makes you depressed. So,
Yeah, it's like stressing you out. Yeah, that's not good.
No, they're just not good to own a lot of dogs. It's I think everyone should keep it up to a minimum or 1 or 2. But if you're going like at 8 or 4 or something crazy like that, don't. It's not worth it. Actually, no. I have 3. I'm lying. I have 3. But at one point we had 8, which is quite wild.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, like
That's so many dog.
so many dogs, too many dogs. Do you have any specific favorite foods?
I would say chicken sandwiches
Oh.
and American chop suey are probably my favorite things to
Whoa.
eat. Or like spaghetti or something.
That's
Tacos are also good. I can't pick a favorite. Now you got me thinking about food. I can't pick.
Well, to be honest, I don't know why, but for some reason, my favorut food, I actually either like curry or pizza, but that's really good. But like,
Pizza's great.
I don't think Unix is a favorite. I don't think curry's Unix's favorite food at all.
I mean, it's a difficult one because I'm gonna sound so pretentious.
I love curry so much. I would die for that food. I literally would.
I've never had
way-
it.
What? You've never had it?
Nope. Nope.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
what-
saving yourself for the next day. The next
No,
day
hey,
after
Unix,
curry,
you can't
know
say
about it.
that.
You know about it the next day. Anyway.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I mean that's fair, you know.
But
I have an
apart
eye
from
in the
that,
stomach,
it is good.
so
It is good. It is good.
it
Yeah.
depends on where you get it from, I guess. Sometimes some
I think
places.
I'm gonna be pretentious as I'm saying about being pretentious.
Yeah,
I like to go to the best restaurants and have like a lovely pizza there.
a lovely
Okay.
pizza.
Italian.
Like
Mm.
I,
Tastes fabulous. You go
Fabulous.
down your local supermarket and buy a pizza. It's just a greasy mess. So I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, some pizzas
It's
are
a
really
shame.
greasy. It's quite crazy.
I can't eat them.
I think Pizza Hut is like really greasy. I think it's like.
I mean, it's not the
Greasy.
worst, but I wouldn't rate it as the best either.
Hmm.
All right.
It's better than supermarkets.
Oh, sure.
That's true. We can all agree on that. Yeah. Supermarket, gas station pizza is not the way to go.
Terrible. Gas station food would
Gross.
probably kill you. It literally.
Yeah, disgusting. You get a
Stuff is
worm,
like
get worms.
radioactive. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if I went in there with like a radioactive meter and it like went mad. Like I wouldn't be surprised because that's how crazy. All right. I think we're. Oh shucks, we're already on our last question. And that's it. I think.
Oh
the
my
podcast is
goodness.
done. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I wish we could have more time, but of course we can't make every podcast episode last forever. So we might see you in future, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome. I don't think it should be the last time. I think we should definitely get together and talk about some crazy stuff. But this is
Yeah, I'm down, man.
This is definitely a great starter episode to just get into the mind of who you are as Sketch and also have a good time and have some great conversations. The last one is: do you have any favorite genre of music?
Ooh. Dude. Okay. This
Oh.
is so hard. This is so hard to pick. I really like R&B and I want to say hip hop, but it's really not just that. I feel like I just feel like naming artists right now. Like, okay, so I really like Smino is definitely like one of my favorite artists. He's not a lot of people know about him, but I love him so much. Juice World and Kill Val, love those guys. Still Woozy's really good. Friggin' Aries is good. I like Aries. What? I'm trying to think of other artists that I really like. Isaiah Rashad's good. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that gives a good idea of my taste in music, but
Well, I have.
sometimes I'd be listening to like some underground stuff that people don't really listen
Oh.
to.
Well, you actually seem well. This based on what you've said, you actually listen to a lot of music, which is quite interesting. Like
Yeah, I really like music. You gotta have music. Like, I don't know, even sometimes when I make thumbnails, which I don't always do, sometimes I have other people help me out with it. But when I make thumbnails and stuff, I'll listen to music, and whenever I drive anywhere, always listening to music. So music makes life fun.
It really does. Actually, one of the saddest things ever is that I never really listened to music when I was in high school, because I just was so occupied with all these other different things. I was either just developing on Roblox or watching YouTube. But ever since I got out of high school, and I think I've reawoken my world of music. I would listen to a song and occasionally there and there, but I just never listened to it constantly when I was in high school. I just thought it was like the devil. Like I thought it was. I was like, this is the boogeyman. This is what's gonna make my grades go down, and all that type of stuff.
Oh no! Hey, you know those videos where it's like chill beats to relax and study to?
Yeah.
Come on, you gotta relax and study with the music on.
Well, you
or
see-
like Dev with the music on. Like I'd be listening when I'm working on the project that me and my brother are doing.
Yeah.
I'll just be listening to music all the time, doing that.
All right.
It's
Well,
fun.
Yeah, it is.
Give it a
fun.
shot.
Well, you see, I've actually kind of been doing chill beats and that type of stuff ever since. And I used to play that when I was working on my tree scenes and all these different types of like all these different
yeah,
types
I
of
saw
scenes that I was
your
creating and all
tweets.
that.
Your tweets where you have like music playing and stuff.
Yeah. Those were actually like free to use music. Anyone could use them. The names were right there in the
I,
video.
I was there when you were doing that.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
quite. It was
It was-
quite interesting the way you were selecting them.
Yeah,
You
yeah, it was quite interesting. Why?
It's the story to that.
Well, yeah,
Because you got the atmosphere in, and then you like messed around. Like, does this actually feel right?
Yeah. I kind of had to like test the vibe. You know, I had to test the vibe of like what song fitted with each individual forest type, and all that type of stuff, or what type of scene, what emotion the music is giving off. I actually have plenty of scenes that I actually have lying around that I haven't posted because I just think people were so sick of trees though. On Twitter, everyone is just seeing trees all the time, and like this one dude is literally posting a tree, and everyone else is going mad. So I was like, okay, I have to eventually stop because, like I can't have my only legacy just being some dude who's made trees. I have to move on. And
Hey, they're good trees, man.
I mean, that's kind of true.
They're really good trees.
Yeah,
they're not just trees.
Yeah, that's
They're
true.
really good trees.
I mean, people thought that my trees were like alien because they never like seen it before. They thought that was like. Some people actually said I was using a different platform. They were saying, "This is Unity. What are you talking about?" I was like, "No,
Hey, that's a compliment.
Roblox."
That's a compliment. You're getting that about Roblox stuff, dude.
And it was quite interesting. Especially starting this, there was like a little miniature tree movement that happened, and it was so fascinating.
Yeah.
And that was very interesting. Like, I'd never thought I would have that much of an impact to, the actual visualization of Roblox games. And now there's all different types of games that have better foliage as a result. And, if that impact has been made, I can't say I'm absolutely happy. I have nothing to complain about. I think trees have been dull for a very long time on Roblox. So, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I really think you did something. There's a reason why those tweets got the attention that they did.
Yeah.
And like anything that pushes Roblox forward is sick. So
yeah, and
you did a good job.
Yeah, well, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Like, I didn't think you'd come out and say that, but like, thanks, dude. I really, in the end, I think it's all about just evolving yourself, and those trees kind of symbolized evolution within myself. So, because I wanted to make something no one's ever seen before, and I did exactly that, and I literally have no regrets. I'm just happy with the way things have turned out, and otherwise, yeah. Hey, wait, what? It seems like you're interviewing me. I'm supposed to be interviewing you. What the hell are you doing? You're taking over the show.
This is my show now. This is my show.
This isn't the first time it's happened. It's actually happened a couple of times where someone actually, the guest actually comes over and says, "Oh, what about you, huh?"
With the script, yeah.
I mean, I could make an episode dedicated to myself because it'd be quite boring because it'd just be me by myself just talking.
Hey, that's like all my videos. So this is me talking with myself.
Well, you're certainly skilled at keeping people, entertained. I'm just very new to this, so, and I'm going along that journey, and seeing what YouTube has to offer as a platform for essentially monetization and expressing myself as well as Unix.
Yeah.
And that's what this whole podcast is about.
It's an adventure.
It is an adventure.
Yeah.
And this is
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and this is only just the start, which is fantastic. And I think it's been a great time so far. And
yeah.
I
think it's about time that we get kicked off.
Well, I mean,
because it's been a long time coming.
Well, every episode has a start and an end, and it needs to finish. Nothing in life lasts forever. Live your life, do your dreams. Do your dreams and not do your dreams. What's that? Follow your dreams. There we go.
Follow your dreams. There it is.
Yeah, get in.
That's the moral. Go. Moral of the story. Just follow your dreams.
YOLO. Yeah.
Yes, that is the moral.
Yeah,
YOLO is the
moral in a nutshell.
Invest everything in Roblox.
All right. Is there anything you want to say? Any last words? Any shout-outs? Anything you want to do?
Thanks for having me so much, Dev, Unix. Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun talking with you guys. If anybody watching wants to come check me out, at SketchYT on Twitter and Sketch on YouTube. And thanks for having me. It was fun.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure for you to be on.
All right.
Yeah, of course. No problem, dude. Anytime.
Okay, guys. Cheers. We'll see you guys all this week and next week. Okay, cheers.